Okay, so I have all the data I need from the user with the in variables. And so now I'm ready for our two simple calculations. We have the distance in kilometers. Recall that we're displaying the mileage in kilometers for the user. Okay, so that was just an easy formula that I was able to look up on Google. The distance in kilometers. So notice the destination variable, like the result of my calculation is going to go into this variable, distance km, equals the distance in miles times 1.6, okay? Let me just hard code 1.6 in your program. And then the flight time, now we have to be a little bit careful here. I don't know if this is necessary, the float conversion. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I had ChatGPT translate this from C++. ChatGPT did that. But I think when I created the flight time here, I didn't mention this in the last video, but I initialized this to 0.0, and that would force that data type to be a float. So I think I should be okay here. Let me just double check this. So I'm going to go to from ORD to PSP, and the distance in miles. Okay, so we're fine. We're fine. You don't have to convert that. All right, so the flight time is the distance in miles divided by MPH, which we said was a hard-coded 500. That's what we were told in the instructions. So those just two very easy calculations. And now I'm ready to print the report, okay? And this is just me printing the report line by line. So I have this here. I'm using F strings, okay? So we have, I just did a few new lines to push that down, get some vertical space in there. But we have the report heading, I guess you would say, or the report header. Notice how I'm plugging in my departure and destination airports, okay? And then I have a dash line, that's easy. And then the total distance, okay, we have the miles. And then I have the distance in kilometers. And notice my hard-coded parentheses. Everything is as we see it. Kind of like what you see is what you get when you're building these output strings, but you're plugging in your variables into these placeholders and curly braces. And then the estimated flight time. We definitely want to display this to 2 decimal places. So like I said in the last video, there's a huge difference between 3 hours and 3.95 hours, which is almost 4 hours. So we definitely want to display the decimals on our flight time. Okay, so now we have the mega miles part. Does the trip qualify or does it not? And this is just a simple if-else, okay? So if the distance in miles is greater than or equal to 2,500, boom, it qualifies. That's all, simple print statement. Or else, now we have a little bit of finagling to do. I just drop that math right into an F string. Recall that this one was the Palm Springs one. Add 521 miles to your trip to qualify. So whatever they fall short of the 2,500, we'll say add that many miles to qualify. And that's just a simple subtraction here in the F string placeholder. I have obviously 2,500 minus the miles that they are traveling. Add that many to qualify. And that's it. I mean, that's really easy. And then thank you for flying. That's it. Okay, so not a difficult program. It's the math and structuring the program flow. That none of that is really a problem. What you need to be careful about is your syntax, things like indentation. The colons in the if-else statement, the variable names. I cannot emphasize that enough. Once you create your variables, those names are set in stone, and that's what you have to use throughout the program. Exactly, character for character, case sensitive. That's why I'm imploring you to create those up at the top so you know where to find them. If they're peppered throughout the program, then you're going to have to be looking around. What did I call that again? And, it creates a mess, really. And on exam day, if we're in a campus class and we're constrained to 2 hours, for example, for our exam, then you don't want to waste time digging around in your program looking for variable names. Put them up at the top where you can see them and reference them if needed. So, and then, things like quotes, opening quotes, ending quotes, the curly brace, it's all about the syntax on exam day, I would say. So that is it, and I will end the video.